What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is quickly turning into a car talk series, but it's literally me trying to make as much content as possible, especially when I can't sit down and edit my own videos. But today we're going to be talking about something really interesting today. I said today twice, but it don't matter. Is attention is currency. So what are you going to do about it? This is kind of a concept that I've, I guess, come to terms with as of late. Because right now, more than ever, people are basing their worth, their genuine worth, off of how they're perceived online, right? And I think it started actually roughly like in the 2010s, that way back when people were super obsessed with like followers and subscriber counts, and people were just going to town, like doing whatever it is that they could in order to get more followers, whether it be posting more content the organic way, buying followers the inorganic way, using paid ads in order to get more traction to their websites, etc., etc. And people were just doing everything under the sun, just trying to get more followers and essentially increase the only metric that mattered to them on their social media platforms. And after studying just even a bit of human psychology, it makes sense. Like we're very tribal organisms. I mean, for lack of a better word, and more often than not, we want to feel like we're part of a collective, right? And the fact that we have, let's say, thousands, even at some point millions of people following a specific individual, that gives them more value than the person who doesn't have as much notoriety or attention in regard. And it's really interesting to see this like play out in real life. Like if you are a social media marketer and you don't have any followers, you're considered a person that doesn't know how to properly tackle social media for somebody else, right? Because apparently you haven't figured it out on your own, which is interesting. Even if you could have made like millions of views happen for yourself, you just happen to not get a lot of followers because the content that you make isn't necessarily made for making more followers, more so just to entertain. And I've seen in real life, bro, people will question the validity of the work that I do. So I bring this to your attention, that attention is the new currency. And how can you use this in your business? Well, how can you use this in your life, really? Not only your business. If you're watching this, if you're a business owner, fantastic. I love you guys. Keep watching because it's very important. But if you're somebody that's just looking to build their personal brand, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I would just worry more so about how many connections you're developing. But more so than not, if you have 1 million followers on Instagram, that is not... it doesn't equate to the same amount of weight that those followers have to subscribers on YouTube. And you have to understand that, like, subscribers on YouTube are super engaged. Like, they're watching your shit for hours. You know what I mean? Like, they're watching your long form videos for 30 minutes at a time, 20 minutes at a time, even at an hour at a time, depending on what you do. So those people are engaged. Like, if anybody's engaged, 1,000% is definitely YouTube subscribers. So if there's any other platform that I would try to gain more attention on, it'd definitely be YouTube, which is why I'm making more videos like this, right? In the car or just walking around or whatever it is. So Instagram, like on short form content doesn't necessarily bring you as much reach when you have like 1 million followers in comparison to YouTube. Reason being is because, first of all, you don't get paid for all the content you're making. Second of all, you're not necessarily taken as seriously in the real world, and people just respect YouTube overall, like the grind that YouTube is. It's literally like 2 or 3 year grind to develop an audience. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy actually how much work goes into it. I mean, not to say that there isn't a work going into like social media on short form, but I will say on YouTube it's much harder. But I digress. Back to the original topic. Attention is currency. So what that means is the more followers that you have, the more perceived likelihood of you providing or you giving off a great product goes up, which is really interesting. It's like if I had 1 million followers today, and it just basically said 1 million on that stupid metric that's on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, because I only have a following within the thousands as of right now. But let's say I had 1 million followers, everybody would be asking for my help. Literally everybody and their mother, like their grandma, their mother, their cousin, their brother. That rhymed. Bars. But it's really interesting. It's just like, why is a number influencing you how I can help, when rather you should look at the results of my clients? Does that make sense? Like, people don't really care. If whether you can actually help them or not. It's more so the perceived likelihood of you actually helping them, which is kind of crazy. However, this does provide a really great opportunity. Let's say you have an audience, let's say maybe 100,000, 50,000, whatever, even if it's small, you're a micro-influencer, and then all of a sudden, you have the proof to back it up with whatever it is that you're trying to sell another person for your clients as well, and for yourself, which I think is very interesting, to be quite honest with you. But people don't necessarily see that as much as important. Or I guess what I should say is that the perceived likelihood of somebody actually helping you and then getting them to a result, like where you're at, is much higher than the actual results, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of twisted, It's like, objectively, you should be more obsessed with somebody that can actually help you. Like, if you want to win a law case, like a case that involves the law, you hire a lawyer. You don't hire a barber, but you do hire a barber in order to give you a good haircut. You dig? So it's like, now using those two same examples, let's say if you're a lawyer, a scrappy young lawyer that's actually kicking butt in the city that you're currently living in, it's a very high likelihood that a lot more people will refer you out to get more business and just help more people overall, which I think is really interesting. Oh, we're getting down. So, same thing with a barber. Like, if you're a really good barber and you happen to help out all of your clients look fresh, like the fresh fade that I got on right now, then more often than not, people are going to come to you for whatever it is that you do. So, I would say, take that into consideration with your business overall. What does your following look like? And I'm not saying you have to find every freaking person on the planet to follow you, you know what I'm saying? All I'm asking you to do is just take into consideration, this is what can you do in order to make the number go up ethically, not necessarily let me pay for a bunch of followers because that messes with your algorithm, but something that can essentially improve the number of your followers, engagement, etc., the whole 9 yards. I'm just gonna have to take you guys off this thing because it's just droopy all the hell. But just literally putting those numbers up so then that way the perceived likelihood of you actually trying to help another person via attention proves a good result for you, in the sense of I'm going to help you based upon how it seems I could help you. But on top of that, back it up with results. Literally, that's just the key. Make good results happen for your clients. Make good results happen for the businesses that you run. But on top of that, just literally take ownership of the fact that okay, well, everybody's freaking obsessed with attention. If I have 1 million followers, then people are going to listen to me more, rather than somebody who just has 200 followers. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks. It's the world that we live in. But at the end of the day, it's just you wouldn't have done business with somebody or contacted somebody if they didn't have the notoriety that they did. It's crazy that I even brought this point up to a friend of mine that I have, that we haven't caught up in 6 months, and all of a sudden I felt the need to contact him because I saw a post of his which was getting a lot of traction. So that just goes to show how well these platforms really influence our lives, especially when it comes to business. So the more you obsess about developing your notoriety in your space and becoming an expert in that space, and also develop results for your clients overall, the likelihood of you winning is 0 to none. Or I should say, the likelihood of you winning is actually like almost undeniable. So when you're going about using these platforms, just take into consideration, you're not supposed to be doing like stupid TikTok dances or like make viral content every single day of the year. However, I would suggest putting a bit more attention into what is becoming the biggest distribution channel in marketing in the world right now. And you will thank me later. But if you like the video, I appreciate you for staying. Just make sure to like and subscribe, because it really actually helps me out, because I put videos out like this every single week and you don't want to miss them. However, if you're a contractor and you're watching this, because we're literally looking for contractors, specifically roofers, if you need help in developing a system for appointment setting to get appointments on autopilot and you need some people to help you out, click the first link in the description. Otherwise, I see you guys in the next one. Peace.